Everybody, this is Brian Kirk with Eat to My Own Beat, taking the road less traveled with our first episode of many in the religion and language episodes. We're starting with Afghanistan for episode 1. We're going to cover the religion of Afghanistan first. Afghanistan is an Islamic emirate in which most citizens follow Islam. As much as 90% of the population follows Sunni Islam. According to the World Factbook, Sunni Muslims constitute between 84.7 to 89.7% of the population, and Shia Muslims between 10 to 15% of the population. 0.3% follow other minority religions. The minority religious groups are the Shias, which make up between 7 to 20%, depending on the count, of the total population of Afghanistan, although there is a tiny minority of Sunnis among them. The majority of Hazaras are Shia, mostly of the Twelver branch, with some smaller groups who practice the Islamic branch. The Qizilbash of Afghanistan have traditionally been Shias. Shia Muslims in Afghanistan are a source of tension between Afghanistan and its neighbor of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The reigning Taliban are fiercely Sunni, while Iran is dominated by Shia Islam. As much treatment of Afghanistan's Shia minority affect relations with one of Afghanistan's most important neighbors. Moderatist and non-denominational Muslims. One of the most important revivalists and resurrectors of the Islamic moderate and non-denominational Muslim movement is the contemporary era was Jamal ad-Din al-Afghani. According to the World Christian Encyclopedia, 2,000 Afghans identified as Zoroastrians in 1970. Indic religions. Historically, the southern and eastern part of Afghanistan had long periods of Hindu-Buddhist predominance. There are about 1,300 Afghan Sikhs and a little over 600 Hindus living in different cities, but mostly in Kabul, Jalalabad, and Ghazni. Senator Artar Singh was the only Sikh in Afghanistan parliament. A notable remnant of the Buddhist history of Afghanistan were the massive Buddhist of Barium statues carved in the 6th and 7th centuries. The statues were destroyed in March 2001 by the reigning Taliban as idolatrous. Taliban soldiers used rockets and guns to destroy them. The Baha'i Faith. The Baha'i Faith was introduced in Afghanistan in 1919, and Baha'i has been living here since the 1880s. As of 2010, there are approximately 16,500 Baha'is in Afghanistan. Christianity. Some unconfirmed reports state that there are 1,000 to 18,000 Afghan Christians practicing their faith secretly in the country. A 2015 study estimates that some 3,300 Christians from a Muslim background residing in the country. Judaism. There was a small Jewish community in Afghanistan who fled the country before and after the 1979 Soviet invasion. It is thought that there are between 500 to 1,000 secret Jews in Afghanistan who were forced to convert to Islam after the Taliban took control in the 1990s. There are Afghan Jews expatriates in communities in Israel, the United States, Canada, and United Kingdom. The last Jew, Zablon Simitov, left the country on the 7th of September 2021 after the Taliban took over the country. Now we're going to talk about languages. Afghanistan is a multilingual country in which 2 languages, Pashto and Dari, are both official and most widely spoken. Dari is the official name of the variety of Persian language spoken in Afghanistan. It is often referred to as an Afghan Persian. Although still widely known as Farsi to its native speakers, the name was officially changed to Dari in 1964 by the Afghan government. Dari has been preferred language of the government for centuries, despite the domination of politics by Pashtuns, whose native language is Pashto. According to the CIA World Factbook, Dari Persian is spoken by 78% and functions as the lingua franca, while Pashto is spoken by 35%, Uzbek spent by 10%, English by 5%, Turkmen by 2%, Urdu by 2%, Pashai by 1%, Nuristani by 1%, Arabic by 1%, and Balakoy by 1%. Data represents the most widely spoken languages, shares the sum more than 100% because there is much bilingualism in the country and because the respondents were allowed to select more than one language. The Turkic languages of Uzbek and Turkmen, as well as Balochi, Pashai, Nuristani, Pamiri, are the third languages in areas where the majority speaks them. Both Persian and Pashto are Indo-European languages from the Iranian languages subfamily. Other regional languages such as Uzbek, Turkmen, Balakoy, Pashia, and Nuristani are spoken by minority groups around the country. Minor languages include Ashkunu, Kamakataviri, Vashivari, Tregami, Kalashali Ali, Pamiri, Brahui Arabic, Kibalbash, Amika, and Pashi, as well as Kyrgyz and Punjabi. Linguist Harold Harman believes Afghanistan is home to more than 40 minor languages, with around 200 different dialects. That's our first episode of Languages and Religions. Next week we'll go on to Albania, where we'll discuss the language Albanian, as well as the religions practiced there. Until next time, keep eating to your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day.